The world has had millionaires for centuries, but it took until 1916 for the first billionaire to appear. Oil tycoon John D. Rockefeller, who built one of the most powerful companies in history. Now we might be on the edge of something even bigger. A trillionaire. $1 trillion is 1,000 billion, or a million millions. Written out, that's 1, followed by 12 zeros. It's the kind of number that's genuinely hard to picture. And yet, for the first time in history, someone might actually reach it, and soon. According to the latest wealth rankings, one man is closer than anyone has ever been before: Elon Musk. But the idea of a trillionaire isn't just a headline-grabbing number. It raises a bigger question. What does that level of wealth actually mean in the real world? Because $1 trillion is so vast, it almost stops feeling like money. So here's one way to picture it. If you spent $1 million every single day, it would take nearly 3,000 years to run out. If you split it between everyone on Earth, that's about $125 each. Not life-changing, but a reminder of how concentrated that wealth is. And then there's what that money could do. Some estimates suggest it would cost tens of billions a year to end extreme hunger globally. A fortune like this could fund that for years. Which is why, for some economists, the rise of ultra-rich individuals isn't just a sign of success. It's a sign of imbalance.
They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but I think it's mostly paved with bad intentions. But every now and again there's a good intention in there, and hopefully my good intentions do not pave the road to hell.
One report found the richest 1% produce more emissions than the poorest 66% combined. So the question isn't just who becomes the first trillionaire. It's what that says about the system that made it possible. And right now, all eyes are on Elon Musk. According to the latest Forbes rankings, Musk is worth around $839 billion, making him the richest person on Earth and the wealthiest individual ever recorded. To put that into perspective, he's worth more than the combined fortunes of hundreds of the world's so-called poorest billionaires. Those are people worth between $1 and $1.4 billion each. He's also worth more than some of the biggest names in business combined, including Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Ellison, and Warren Buffett. Not bad for someone who, just a few decades ago, was sleeping on friends' couches while building his first startups. But before imagining Musk diving into a giant swimming pool of money like Scrooge McDuck, there's an important detail. Most of that wealth isn't actually cash. Musk has said his net worth mostly reflects ownership stakes in the companies he built. So the money is tied up in shares. If those companies rise in value, his fortune rises with them. If they fall, it can drop just as quickly. That means his wealth can swing wildly, sometimes by tens of billions of dollars in a single day. But even then, it barely makes a dent. He is still staggeringly rich. We're talking about more money than one person could realistically spend in a lifetime. Still, if you zoom out, the trend only really goes one way. Up and up and up. A big part of that story is Tesla. Musk joined the electric car company in its early days and eventually became its CEO. Over the years, Tesla's value has skyrocketed, at times making it one of the most valuable companies in the world. Because Musk owns a significant chunk of Tesla stock, every increase in the company's market value translates into a huge jump in his personal wealth. Then there's SpaceX, the rocket company he founded in 2002.
Anyone who has an adventurous bone in their body is going to be very excited about this, and I think it will help reinvigorate interest in space.
It's now one of the most valuable private companies in the world, launching satellites, supplying the International Space Station, and building out its Starlink internet network. On top of that, there's xAI, his artificial intelligence venture. There's Neuralink, which is developing brain-computer interfaces. And there's the Boring Company, Musk's attempt to revolutionize underground transport with tunnels. Together, these companies form the backbone of Musk's wealth, and they're the reason he's been able to hit milestone after milestone. Musk is the first person ever to reach $500 billion, then 600, 700, and now well beyond 800 billion. No one has ever accumulated wealth at this speed or scale before. And there's another factor that could push him even further. Tesla shareholders approved a massive compensation package that will award Musk additional shares if the company hits a series of ambitious targets. If those targets are met, that package alone could be worth hundreds of billions of dollars. In some scenarios, it could push his total net worth close to, or even beyond, $1 trillion. Which is why some analysts believe Musk could become the world's first trillionaire as early as 2026. But he's not the only one in the race. Other ultra-wealthy figures are also climbing fast. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, whose company sits at the center of the AI boom, Indian industrialist Gautam Adani, and luxury goods magnate Bernard Arnault. Some projections suggest several of them could reach $1 trillion within the next decade if current trends continue. But for now, Musk is still well ahead. So, what happens if someone actually crosses that line? Because a trillionaire wouldn't just be another rich person. It would mark a new chapter in the history of wealth.
Engine full power, and liftoff. Go SpaceX, go Starlink.
For some, it would be a symbol of innovation, ambition, and what's possible in a global, tech-driven economy.
Thank you.
For others, it would be a warning sign, a reflection of just how concentrated wealth has become at the very top. Either way, one thing is clear. The $1 trillion milestone is no longer just theoretical, it's within reach. And if anyone is going to get there first, it will probably be Elon Musk. Which leaves one final question. When someone finally becomes the world's first trillionaire, what does that mean for the rest of us?